Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the metabolism of branched chain amino acids. Branched chain amino acids are valine, leucine and isoleucine. These three are essential amino acids. These three amino acids are structurally similar. Due to their structural similarities, catabolism of these three amino acids involve same reactions. So, up to 3 reactions these are common. So, the common pathway then diverges and each amino acid then follows a unique pathway to yield amphibolic intermediates. Amphibolic intermediates. The nature of these intermediates or amphibolic intermediates determine whether the amino acid is glucogenic, ketogenic or both gluco and ketogenic. Here, valine is glucogenic. Leucine is ketogenic and coming to isoleucine, it is both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. So, coming to the reactions, so first 3 reactions are common to these three amino acids. So, first step is a transamination reaction by a transaminase enzyme. So, here valine, leucine and isoleucine. So, first step is transamination by transaminase enzyme. So, valine undergoes transamination and it forms alpha keto isovalerate. Alpha keto isovalerate. Leucine undergoes transamination to form alpha keto isocaproate. Alpha keto isocaproate. Isoleucine undergoes transamination to form alpha keto alpha methyl caproate. So, this is by common enzyme, that is transaminase, because it is a transamination reaction, enzyme is transaminase. So, valine undergoes transamination to form alpha keto isovalerate. Here it is alpha keto isocaproate and here alpha keto beta methyl caproate. That is the first reaction, that is transamination reaction. Second step is oxidative decarboxylation and it forms acyl CoA thioesters. This is catalyzed by the enzyme and this is a enzyme complex, that is intramitochondrial multi-enzyme complex, that is known as alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex. So, this is also common for 3 amino acids, alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex, alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex. So, second step is oxidative decarboxylation to acyl CoA thioesters. This complex alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex catalyzes the oxidative decarboxylation of these keto acids. Keto acids means alpha keto isovalerate, alpha keto isocaproate and alpha keto alpha methyl caproate. So, since it is a decarboxylation, carbon dioxide is released, oxidative decarboxylation. So, first this valine alpha keto isovalerate forms isobutyryl CoA. Isobutyryl CoA. Here this alpha keto isocaproate by oxidative decarboxylation it forms isovalerate CoA. Isovalerate CoA. Then here it forms alpha methyl butyryl CoA. Alpha methyl butyryl CoA. So, this is the second step, that is oxidative decarboxylation to acyl CoA thioesters, isobutyryl CoA, isovalerate CoA and alpha methyl butyryl CoA. Then third step is dehydrogenation. This is also same for 3 amino acids. And it by dehydrogenation this forms alpha beta unsaturated acyl CoA thioesters. This is by the enzyme acyl CoA dehydrogenase. Acyl CoA dehydrogenase and isobutyryl CoA by the dehydrogenation by the enzyme acyl-CoA dehydrogenase, it forms methacrylyl-CoA. Methacrylyl-CoA. And here it forms beta-methyl crotonyl-CoA. Isovalyryl-CoA forms beta-methyl crotonyl-CoA. Beta-methyl crotonyl-CoA. And this alpha-methyl butyryl-CoA, it forms Tiglyl-CoA. It forms Tiglyl-CoA. These are the common reactions of these 3 amino acids. So next we will see the subsequent catabolism unique to 3 amino acids. So first we will consider valine. So let's see the reactions of valine. So we got methacrylyl-CoA by the common reactions. So next step is hydration of this methacrylyl-CoA. So we got methacrylyl, we have this methacrylyl-CoA. Next step is hydration of this methacrylyl-CoA to form beta hydroxy isobutyryl-CoA by the enzyme crotonase. Crotonase. It is hydration. It forms beta hydroxy isobutyryl-CoA. Next step is deacylation of this beta hydroxy isobutyryl-CoA to form beta hydroxy isobutyrate. So CoA SH or SH is removed. So here water is added and CoA SH is removed. Here the enzyme is deacylase. Deacylase and it forms beta hydroxy butyrate. Beta hydroxy, this CoA SH is removed. Beta hydroxy isobutyrate. That is the next step, that is deacylation. Next step is oxidation of this beta hydroxy isobutyrate to form methyl malonyl semialdehyde. The next step is oxidation. This is a reversible reaction and it forms methyl malonate semialdehyde. Methyl malonate semialdehyde. It is a reversible reaction and it requires NAD+. NAD+, it is converted to NADH plus H+. So methyl malonate semialdehyde. This formed as methyl malonate semialdehyde, it has 2 fates. Either it can be transaminated to form beta amino isobutyrate. Beta amino isobutyrate. It can be transaminated by the enzyme transamination. By the enzyme transaminase, it can form beta amino isobutyrate and it is excreted in urine. Another fate of this methyl malonate semialdehyde is that it is converted to succinyl-CoA. Succinyl-CoA through methyl malonyl-CoA. So first it forms methyl malonate. From methyl malonate semialdehyde, succinyl-CoA is formed. So first it forms methyl malonate. Here NAD+ is required and it is converted to NADH plus H plus by hydrolysis. Then this methyl malonate, it is converted to methyl malonyl-CoA. Here CoA SH is added. CoA SH is added and water is released and it forms methyl malonyl-CoA. Methyl malonyl-CoA and this reaction requires ATP and Mg++. So methyl malonyl-CoA. From this methyl malonyl-CoA, succinyl-CoA is formed by the enzyme mutase. This enzyme requires B12 and it forms succinyl-CoA. This succinyl-CoA is glucogenic. So we can confirm that this amino acid valine is a glucogenic amino acid. So that is about valine. Next one is leucine. So by the common pathway, we got from leucine beta methyl crotonyl CoA. By the third reaction in the common pathway, beta methyl crotonyl CoA is formed. Beta methyl crotonyl CoA. Here the first step is carboxylation of this beta methyl crotonyl CoA to form beta methyl glutaconyl CoA. Beta methyl glutaconyl CoA. This is by carboxylation. So carbon dioxide is added and it forms beta methyl glutaconyl CoA. Then second step is hydration of this beta methyl glutaconyl CoA to form HMG CoA. Hydration of, this is a reversible reaction and it forms HMG CoA. Hydration means water and it forms HMG CoA. Next step is cleavage of this HMG CoA by the enzyme lyase. Cleavage of HMG CoA and it forms HMG CoA means it is cleaved to form acetyl CoA and acetoacetate. Acetyl CoA and acetoacetate. Since it forms acetyl CoA and acetoacetate, it is confirmed that leucine is ketogenic. So leucine is a ketogenic amino acid. So that is about the metabolism of this leucine. Next one is isoleucine. So in the common reaction, we got Tiglyl CoA in the metabolism of isoleucine. So here the first step is hydration of this Tiglyl CoA. Hydration by the enzyme crotonase. Hydration of Tiglyl CoA to form alpha methyl beta hydroxybutyl CoA. Alpha methyl beta hydroxybutyl CoA. Alpha methyl beta hydroxybutyl CoA. Second step is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation of this alpha methyl beta hydroxybutyl CoA to form alpha methyl acetoacetyl CoA. Alpha methyl acetoacetyl CoA. This is dehydrogenation. So hydrogen is removed. So we got alpha methyl acetoacetyl CoA. The next step is thiolysis of this alpha methyl acetoacetyl CoA by the enzyme beta ketothiolase. By the enzyme beta ketothiolase. So here thiolysis and it can form acetyl CoA and propionyl CoA. Acetyl CoA and propionyl CoA. So it can form acetyl CoA. So that means it is a ketogenic amino acid. As it can form propionyl CoA, it is a glucogenic amino acid. So we can say that this isoleucine is both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acid. So that is about the metabolism of branched chain amino acids. Coming to the inherited disorders of this branched chain amino acid, this inherited disorder is known as maple syrup urine disease. Maple syrup urine disease, that is MSUD. This maple syrup urine disease is due to the absence of the enzyme alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex. This alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex means it is the it catalyzes the second reaction in the common pathway, that is this alpha keto isovalerate. The alpha keto acids can be converted to alpha isobutyl CoA, isovalerate CoA and alpha methyl butyl CoA. So that is the reaction catalyzed by the alpha keto acid dehydrogenase complex. So as a result, due to the absence of this enzyme alpha keto acid dehydrogenase, there will be the conversion of these all three branched chain alpha keto acids to carbon dioxide and acyl CoA thioesters will be interfered. This patient exhibit lethargy, then convulsive seizures, then brain damage and mental retardation. Here, plasma levels of 3 branched chain amino acids, that is valine, leucine and isoleucine, and their corresponding alpha keto acids. Alpha keto acids means alpha keto isovalerate, alpha keto isocaproate and alpha keto beta methyl caproate. These are the plasma levels of these keto acids are also elevated. These amino acids and their corresponding alpha keto acids are excreted in urine. So it is also known as branched chain ketonuria. Branched chain ketonuria. This urine has characteristic odor which resembles that of maple syrup or burnt sugar. Burnt sugar. Hence the name maple syrup urine disease. Here the treatment options include feeding a diet in which protein is replaced by a mixture of purified amino acids. Purified amino acids means from which branched chain amino acids are omitted. That is the treatment option of MSUD. So this is about the metabolism of branched chain amino acids. This is today's topic. Thank you for watching.